iDriveSoCal is brought to you by the best automotive retailers from across Southern California. We consider our dealer partners friends and highly recommend them. When it's time for you to buy, just go to iDriveSoCal.com and click on dealers to get connected. Or email me and I'll personally introduce you. Tom at iDriveSoCal.com. That's Tom, T-O-M, at the letter I, drive like drive a car, SoCal like Southern California.com. Tom at iDriveSoCal.com. Now, on with the podcast.
There's over 600 cars here, and it's a great place to just get in and out of cars, poke around. Take your time, get here early, walk around, poke around cars. There's also really cool drive experiences too. There's a Ram 1500 experience where you can tow. There's a Jeep off-road kind of course that you can take a Wrangler or a Cherokee or a Compass out on their little off-road course. Worth checking out all the electric vehicles here. I mean, there's kind of something for everybody in that space.
Welcome to iDriveSoCal, the podcast all about mobility from the automotive capital of the United States, Southern California. Tom Smith here, and I am joined by Christian Seabaugh of Motor Trend Magazine. Now, he's the features editor, and if you hear the background noise, we are podcasting live, if you will. Total oxymoron, I think. But we are podcasting at the tail end of Media Day at the OC Auto Show, excuse me. Christian, thank you for joining me.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
So the Orange County Auto Show is put on in collaboration with Motor Trend.
Yep, and so we sponsor events all over the country, and this just happens to be one of them, and it's close to home.
And it's close to home for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're based in El Segundo.
For Motor Trend overall?
Motor Trend overall. The whole Motor Trend group is based in El Segundo. Yeah, so we have Hot Rod there, Motor Trend, Super Street, all those magazines and websites, and our whole video on demand business too.
Video on demand.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys are going pretty digital these days.
Absolutely, fully embracing digital.
All right, and events. Okay, so as the consumer coming to the OC Auto Show, what am I going to experience here this year for 2018?
Well, there's over 600 cars here, and it's a great place to just get in and out of cars, poke around without the pressure of a dealership. Every year, for example, we do car, truck, and SUV of the year, and one part of it is just getting in and out of cars, poking around, testing all the little features that you can, and this gives you a little snippet of that experience.
Okay, and let's talk about how you guys award your car, truck, and SUV of the year. First off, who does that? There's a wizard behind the curtain that just blesses, right?
No, actually. We have up to 11 judges,
okay,
and we have 6 key criteria. Engineering excellence, efficiency, performance of intent and function, design, safety, and value. And a vehicle that doesn't meet any of those one criteria isn't going to be an of the year winner. And so we gather up, just recently we were working on car of the year. We have 36 different cars, and we test them over 2 days at Hyundai Kia Proving Grounds in California City. And at the end of that, we figure out what isn't car of the year. And then we take the finalists, whatever number that may be, along to our of the year loop, which is in nearby Tehachapi. And then we spend another...
Wait, slow down.
Yeah, sorry.
Back that up. You take that where?
To Tehachapi, which is about 60 miles down the road up in the mountains.
Okay.
And there we have an of the year loop, and it is
of the year loop.
Yeah, that's what we call it. So we do SUV of the year, car of the year, truck of the year out there.
Okay, so the overall mantle, right? If we're in Southern California, so we'll put it in Hollywood terms. This would be the equivalent of movie of the year, right?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Best picture.
Best picture.
Right?
So this is
but you have one for car, SUV, and truck.
Absolutely, yeah. So unlike some other outlets who just pick their 10 favorite cars of the year or who pick the most popular car of the year, we actually do the homework and test everything and figure out what deserves the golden calipers, which is our trophy.
Golden calipers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good looking trophy.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool. So, and then you have an of the year loop.
Yes.
Which is nearby in Southern California.
Yeah, it's in Tehachapi. So it's 2.5 hours away or so.
Tehachapi.
Yeah, never heard of it before I came out to Motor Trend.
Yeah, I've never heard of it either. I've been 12 years here, 13 years here in Southern California.
Yeah, cute little town up at the edge of the Mojave, up north, high desert.
Okay. And is the of the year loop a stretch of drive that I can go on?
Sure, anyone can go on it. We publish it in every of the year issue. So our January issue is our
I guess I should brush up on my motor trend.
Yeah. Well,
shame on me.
It's totally fine. But yeah, it's a great loop in that it gives you a little taste of everything. We get a little bit of urban driving. We get some steady state, really steep hill climbs. We get highway driving. There's a really fun winding road. So we can literally test every single part of a vehicle's dynamics capability on that loop.
And now, as features editor, what do you get to do of all that?
Well, with the of the years, I am a judge.
Okay.
So I am one of the 11 typically helping make the decision.
Okay.
Yeah. And the rest of the year, I am putting together ridiculous ideas and doing road trips and that kind of thing.
Doing fun stuff. So how does one get your gig?
I honestly don't know. I was a journalism major in college, and I got really lucky with getting a job at Motor Trend out of college, working on the daily news team.
Okay.
And I've been there for 7 years now, working my way up.
Okay. Well, good for you. It
Yeah.
sounds like a lot of fun. Now, when is your of the year annualized? When are we? Where are we in the stage? Are we announcing anything here at the Orange County Auto Show?
No, we are not, but we will be announcing something soon at the LA Auto Show, which I believe is next month.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Advice for those coming to the Orange County Auto Show in partnership with Motor Trend here for 2018.
Take your time. Get here early. Walk around. Poke around cars. There's also really cool drive experiences too. There's a Ram 1500 experience where you can tow. And I know towing.
You can. There's a ride and drive where I get to tow.
Yes, and I know that's super
cool.
intimidating for so many people. But this is the perfect environment for it because what are you going to run into? A little fence? It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, it should be. You know what? There's probably going to be some great. You guys should have a blooper reel. For
I'm
that.
sure there will be one.
I mean that's got to be.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
My wife has a problem with the poles and parking lot garages constantly jumping out in front of her. So
yeah,
I could only imagine. I mean, she wouldn't even try to tow. It wouldn't even be. Now, is it just towing forward, or do you get to try to back something up?
Honestly, I don't know. I hope you get it back up too. That's honestly the most fun. You do get it back up. I'm being told.
I mean, the jackknifing of backing up something that you're trying to tow is just a party.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good way of putting it.
Okay, so more about the show. Sorry, I cut you off on on the ride and drive and tow. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, and there's also similarly there's a Jeep off-road kind of course that you can take a Wrangler or a Cherokee or a Compass out on their little off-road course. It's kind of cool.
Now, do I remember doing the podcast with John earlier that there's an off-road indoor?
Yes. So
where is that?
It's off over in that way.
Different room.
Different room. Yes.
Okay.
But it's super cool. You can do like a little hill climb. There, you can pick your wheel up in the air at some point.
But I'm not driving that, right? I'm being driven.
I believe so. Yes. Which is a shame, if you ask me. But yeah, I understand the reasons why.
I could imagine. Yeah, I could imagine there might be some insurance issues. Just minor ones.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fantastic. Christian, anything else to add? Any other advice for those coming to the show? It's gonna come and go so quick, right?
Absolutely.
Are you gonna be here the whole time?
I will be here all day today, but I won't be here the whole time, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's worth checking out our best drivers car display. We have, I believe, 7 of our 12 contenders here.
Your best drivers?
Best drivers car. So every year we get 12 of the world's greatest super and sports cars in one room, or sorry, not a room, but on one track and one road. And similar to the other year, we hash out which one's the best.
So these are supercars, these are hypercars, what are these?
So not necessarily even supercars or hypercars. It's the cars that are most fun to drive. So this year, for example, we had Honda Civic Type R, a Mustang GT Performance Pack 2, an Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio, which is a first for us. And then we also had McLaren 720S, Lamborghini Huracan Performante.
You're really grouping in an odd, just from a price point perspective. Well, I mean, you're talking about $100,000+ swing there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's best driver's car, not best car I can afford with $30,000. We do those kinds of tests too, obviously, but
that's cool.
Best driver's car is no holds bar. If you had to take a good car on a good road, what would you take? And this year, it was the Huracan Performante.
Okay.
But to be fair, cheaper cars have won in the past.
Yeah, well, I mean, just the fact that you're grouping them together and considering them along the same in the same category, right?
Yeah, I mean, the most impressive thing to me was that I think the Civic Type R finished fourth this year. It beat out Aston Martin Vantage, it beat out the Mustang GT, beat out Corvette ZR1.
That's big. Has that been published?
Yes, it's in our November issue.
Okay.
Yeah, on newsstands now.
So it's okay.
And online, you can watch our videos with it too.
I know a Honda dealer that will be happy to display that proudly in their showroom. That is a big feat.
Absolutely.
Now these are cars. We get to go on these rides.
No, you don't get on the rides, but you do get to look around the cars.
You get to check out the cars all next to each other.
And they're cars that are pretty rare on the auto show circuit.
Okay.
Obviously, aside from like the Civic Type R and the Mustang GT.
Right. All right. What other pointers do you have for anybody coming?
Worth checking out all the electric vehicles here. I mean, there's kind of something for everybody in that space, as you probably well know. Unique here is the Audi e-tron, which is, I believe, the first time it's been shown in North America.
Okay.
And that's super cool in that it's an electric SUV that doesn't necessarily look like an electric SUV. So it doesn't look like a Tesla Model X with its kind of ridiculous roofline and everything. It looks like a normal, average, everyday SUV, which is cool.
But a new...
It's brand new.
High-tech car.
High-tech, yeah. It's got, I believe, 250 miles of range, thereabouts, 402 horsepower, has off-road mode. It has Audi's semi-autonomous technology in it. It's super cool. I haven't driven it yet, but it looks very promising.
This brings me back to you real quick as before we wrap this up. What's your favorite thing about your gig?
Getting to make ridiculous stories happen, in all honesty. Whether that be with station wagons or supercars, it's just the fact that I can think of something that's silly and make it happen, and people enjoy reading about it or watching it is super rewarding to me.
Do you fancy yourself a car guy?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Did you before you got into this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was always into cars.
So it was cars, and then as you got older, journalism, and then the two became...
Yeah, it kind of fell into it.
Happy little love affair of a career?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I fell into journalism as a major in college, ended up liking it, and I distinctly remember I needed a senior project, and I was like, the easiest thing for me to possibly do would be write about cars. So that's what I did, path of least resistance, and look where I am today.
There you go. Do what you love and have fun doing it.
Absolutely.
All right, excellent. Christian Seabaugh?
Yes.
Of Motor Trend, features editor of Motor Trend. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for putting on a little shindig here, known as the OC Auto Show. I know a lot of people are going to be coming, many of which listening to the iDriveSoCal podcast. So thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll look forward to doing it again. For iDriveSoCal, I'm Tom Smith. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. This episode was engineered and edited by Bobby Flores. Howdy. Still here, huh? That's cool, but this one's pretty much done. But we have tons of additional content at our website, iDriveSoCal.com. If you're not listening from there already, you should definitely check it out. From there, you can subscribe to our newsletter, the podcast, or leave a note. And I'd love to hear from you too. Here's my email, tom@iDriveSoCal.com. That's Tom, T-O-M, at iDrive, the letter I, drive like drive a car, SoCal like Southern California.com. Tom at iDriveSoCal.com. Thanks again for listening, and please reach out with whatever's on your mind.